going back to that second fight with Ruiz, the first fight where you hit a hiccup, the first in your career. You know, that's that third round where you went down twice. How do you come back from something like that?
I'm gonna go on a walk because there's a few in the car park. There's a few cars pulling up, so we're gonna go on a walk and talk.
Okay, let's go for a walk. Why not?
So how do I pull back from
that in that third round in Madison Square Garden?
Yeah.
Ruiz, when you're you got knocked out in 43 seconds. You knocked him out. Excuse me.
I was gonna say. Oh, I did.
And about 1 minute 23 in, you went down, and then again 3 minutes in, you went down. Now you look shaken, AJ. I have to say that's the most shaken I've ever seen you look.
Well, do you want the excuse or do you want the reality?
I want the reality. Come on, man.
I got beat. I was shook. Everything that you saw in that fight was what I was going through. It's tough. It's a hard game. I got beaten to a pulp, and I had to kind of pull myself back together. And that's just how it went. And now they're going to see the rebirth of me because, you know, everyone writes me off in this boxing division. You know, everyone wants to write me off, but I believe that I'll go down as, you know, this generation's great. And that's what I'm destined to do. So what I went through then, not seeing everyone. What are you saying? Yeah. In the car park.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's it. That's what I went through. I got beaten up and I got to deal with it. And so you have to take it on the chin. That's life for you. Do you know what I mean? And you got to keep on moving forward, even when the whole world's against you.
Well, you mentioned that after that fight, a few people wrote you off, certainly in the industry. Mm-hmm. Was that a surprise? How did that feel?
You know what's good with me is that I always keep, like, I got my pals with me from when I was a kid. So I've never been one of these people that's like a celebrity brown noser, you know, trying to sit with the celebrities, because when your record selling #1, when your movie selling out in the theaters, and when you're knocking people out as a fighter, and all of a sudden it goes downhill, the celebrities are on to the next best thing. But when you're with your people who know you for you, like nothing really changed within my circle. Like when I was going home, I was still the same man. And when I was going to my gym, my local amateur club, but what I saw is that people in my industry that don't really know me, spectating from a distance, they're the ones who have a lot to say. But I say everyone's entitled to their opinion. I'm not saying that they're not, but I just know who I am. And no matter what anyone says about me, I think that as I'm getting older, I'm getting a lot stronger. I'm becoming more like resilient. And no matter what anyone says to me, they'll never be able to break me.
Was it hard when you were younger, I guess, when you're getting non-stop wins, to acknowledge failure? But now I guess in some ways you know that's not failure, but that hiccup, to want of a better word, could maybe be the making of you.
Yeah, like I'll always say, like in my life, I remember I used to watch all these like motivational videos in the morning, like, you've got to fail to know what it feels like. You've got to experience rain to know what sunshine feels. And I'll be like, I ain't lost. I don't know what that feels like. So they ain't talking about me. Like I'm the, you know what I mean? And then I experienced what that was about. And I said, whoa. So that's what they're talking about. You have to go through these type of obstacles in your life in order to really experience what the top of the mountain feels like, what the bottom of the mountain feels like. Then you make the decision where you want to be. That's just the question. You have to make a decision where you want to be in life. And I just realized that, you know, with the odds against me, I know where I want to be. And that's why I'm just so motivated still and fired up to kind of claim my legacy in this boxing world. Yeah.
Listen, what is your training? How much has your training changed now in this particular pandemic? Is it much the same, or is it totally different? Is it you doing the Joe Wicks P lessons with us in the morning, AJ?
You know what? I'm not gonna lie. I was gonna jump on YouTube and start giving people a couple burpees and press ups, but I said, you know what? That's not really what I'm here for. I'm here to fight. So I just kind of stayed in my lane. I watched from a distance. Joe Wicks, you know, even Tyson Fury, they're doing their workouts. They're doing a great job. But for me, in terms of my training regime, 100%, I stay consistent. The first 3 weeks, I kind of had to myself and my family. And then it's that intrinsic motivation where I got up and I said, this isn't the life of a top athlete.
Yeah.
You know, and I haven't just been like using the time to just go running and doing some press ups and, you know, looking like I'm trying to get my summer body for when the corona's over. I've actually been, you know, working on my timing, working on my balance, actually working to improve as a fighter, specific training. So I've been disciplined. I've had some fun, you know, and it's all good, man. I'm focused.